Guys, it's time to be real. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, the filmmaker extraordinaire, and today I am finally back with long form content to talk about BeReal. So this app has been around for a while now, honestly, a few years, but it only really got more popular more semi-recently, and now it's just been like all over the place. People are just signing up like crazy, and I am one of those people. As of the day I'm filming this video, I just made my BeReal today because one of my friends has been not pestering me about it, but gently reminding me that this app exists and that she wants me to download it, and I got her to download an app today, so it was only fair that I download an app she suggested for me. And it would be really funny if while I'm filming this video, my BeReal notification goes off. So that's the goal, right, of this video, for it to happen while I'm filming. Probably won't. Oh my god, guys, I'm editing the video right now and it literally just was time to be real. So I'm gonna be real right now. I don't know if you can see my notification. It's time to be real. Let's be real. Post to be real. Ta-da! So what is the appeal of BeReal? I did a little research, but I also just want to talk about my own initial ideas for why I think it's sort of appealing and why I was interested in it, but also why I waited so long to get it. And I'll talk about why I waited so long first. So the big reason I waited is because I'm on so many social media apps already. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Like, I'm on so many apps already, like so many. I do not need another app to be on, right? But everyone was like, no, this one's really quick, it's really fast, it's not like those other apps. And it isn't in a lot of ways, which I will talk about. But it also still is another app where you have to sign up, make a username, add friends, find people to actually see your stuff and see other people's content. I do like that you can't see like other people's BeReal photos until you share yours for the day. I think that's a fun thing. So you kind of like have to engage versus like being a lurker. For instance, on Twitter, I'm a lurker. Sometimes I'll like share something, like reshare something, but I like never make my own original tweets ever. I'm just a lurker, which is, fine. It suits me quite well on Twitter. But I like that you kind of have to engage on BeReal. Another thing is, I feel like it's gonna come up a lot when I'm like at work, where either I can't take a photo and then it'll be like, you were late when you take your picture, or it'll just be like boring thing capturing my life. And my friend's like, oh, but I wanna just see you and see what you're up to. And that's what like convinced me to finally download the app, because I am pretty confident that like, over the summer, early in the summer when I was like traveling, that would have been very interesting to be real. Or if you're on a vacation, or if you're like a full-time content creator, maybe you're doing more like going out to events more often. But maybe it'll happen when I'm at a YouTube event or something, but more often than not, it'll probably happen when I'm at my 9-to-5 job. And then I'll just be like, there's my keyboard, because I'm not allowed to show pictures of anything on screen that we're looking at, because that would be like, potentially leaking something, right? So I was a little hesitant because it just doesn't seem like it's gonna be that interesting of a thing to show, but we'll see how it goes. As I said, I only have it for the one day so far. So now I'm gonna say my reasons for the appeal of BeReal, and then I'll say what a couple articles I found talked about. So I think that the first thing is that it gives this idea of like instantaneous living, which is sort of what like Instagram used to be, like Insta, like in the moment. I actually don't know if that's why it was called Instagram, but it used to be that you had to post a picture like the same day, or stories you had to post like immediately, versus now, you can save posts for infinity. Like you could have a picture and wait 3 months to post it. Like no one will know. I mean, they might know, but like it doesn't matter. Like the app will still let you post it. So you can curate your life perfectly. And I've definitely had phases where I'm literally like planning out posts if I like shoot a lot of content in advance, which has not happened in a long time, but I've been there. Like I've experienced doing that. So BeReal, you can't do that. Like you have to be in the moment. I mean, you could wait on purpose, but then everyone will know that you waited, because it'll say like a day late, or 30 minutes late, or 4 hours late, or something like that. So it'll snitch on you basically. Then there's also these like reactions where you can react to a post, and even the reactions, instead of just like a typical emoji, is actually you like embodying the emoji, which I think is a pretty fun little thing. And that way, like, it's your face and you're actually showing your genuine, you know, reaction to it. So it's like encouraging you to be involved even more directly in the engagement process. Instead of just like clicking a button, you're like taking a picture and then being like, oh my God, I love your picture. And it's you actually loving the picture. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I think maybe in Peel is sort of like, we can all see what we're all doing, and we're probably all doing like kind of mundane things. And not like in a bad way, but sometimes I feel like when you're scrolling on social media, it feels like everyone else is living this perfect, idyllic life, right? And BeReal is saying like, no, people are just living regular lives, which is amazing, beautiful. Regular lives are beautiful, but in a different, more like raw, vulnerable-esque type of way. And then, of course, the big thing that I think there's also a lot of people where is like, there's no filters. Like, if you have not put on your makeup yet and you have 2 minutes to take a picture, like, maybe you can like, do an eyebrow or something, but you don't have time to give yourself a whole glam look. Like, you just gotta take the picture. You can still pose via angles, or like maybe you turn on a light, go by a window or something to kind of do a little bit of glamping, or glamorizing your shot rather, but it's still like you don't have time to put together a perfectly packaged image. You can't edit it, no colors. Like, you can retake a photo, but it'll tell you if you retake the photo. So everyone's gonna know. I'm now gonna reference a few articles that I found, one from Sprout Social, one from Nous, and one from the New York Times, and these will all be linked down below if you wanna check them out. But they were basically talking about how it's a platform built around spontaneity, which is what I think a lot of people are chasing right now. I know I'm personally trying to be more spontaneous. I've been working on it, you know, with my old therapist, like trying to live in the moment more, like not be such a careful, not that I think planning is bad, but you know, I'm trying to be more flexible with life and roll with the punches more. And I think this app is kind of saying like, hey, you gotta take it now, like take the picture now or else. Like, there's not a second chance without people knowing it was a second chance. And I think people kind of like this idea, and there's a little like a thrill, like you don't know when it's going to happen type of deal. Just popping in to say that I want to clarify that while I think the spontaneity is a good thing, I think it's also like a manufactured spontaneity, because you're like forcing people to be spontaneous, which I think is very interesting. I just want to make that point clear. That's it. It's also like a very minimal app. So there's no crazy, like you can make a bio and have a profile picture and all that stuff, but there's no crazy like colors on the app. It's like black and white, and you know, you just scroll through your basic feed, but once you've seen everyone's BeReals for the day, like that's it. Like, you can't kind of scroll into infinity. It just sort of like stops. I mean, there's the discover page, which you can look at if you want, but your particular feed is not that long, and you're really only on the app for like maybe 2 to 5 minutes a day, because you take your picture within a few seconds potentially, and then you can see what other people's BeReals were, and that's it. That's all the app does. So there's kind of this idea that it might be appealing because there isn't so much user fatigue from the application itself. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air among social media apps and other feeds. Because the app is so spontaneous and you're kind of showing a more raw or vulnerable state, but everyone is doing that. So it's not like you are the only one showing this side of your life. Everybody's showing that side of their life. So there's less pressure to, you know, have like this picture perfect life and have a way of portraying yourself. It's an authentic application. And because of that, people are excited because there is this so much like fakeness and fake lives, fake vacations, you know, people buying clothes, putting them on a picture, returning them so they don't have to actually pay for it, like way of showing off a lifestyle that BeReal does not encourage or emulate. The thing I want to end on is that the whole idea of being real comes with these notifications of like a hazard sign. It's this idea of it's time to be real. And that's just like, it's scary. Like, it's like, whoa, hazard, like notification, like it's time to be real. And it's like, what are we being otherwise? Are we being fake? Are we being cautious, polished, reserved? We're not being our full authentic selves because it's easier to do that. Like, it's scarier to be yourself to other people. And I think that's sort of true. I mean, I think definitely when I meet new people, I am sort of faking a persona until I feel more comfortable around them, because it's just, easier, and I think I can be I think everyone is sort of a weird person, but I'm sure we all feel that way about ourselves. Well, actually, I'm not sure, but I assume we all feel sort of that way about ourselves, that, you know, not everyone's really gonna like me if I'm like the real me right away. Like, they have to get to know me, and like, I'm not just gonna start quoting Lord of the Rings at you if I just met you, or start singing a Disney song in your ear on our first conversation. Like, that's not gonna happen. But as I get to know you, if you say something that reminds me of Disney, I will sing that lyric. Like, it will happen, but it's not gonna happen right away because I'm not being real right away. But I be real with some people, and I think that's just an interesting thing to think about. Hopefully this made sense, and I just really wanted to get back to making long form video content. I'm sad that my BeReal didn't go off while I was filming, but it's okay. And that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below your thoughts on BeReal. Do you have it? How long have you had it? Do you like it? And of course, don't forget to subscribe, because I will be back now with my 2 videos a week on longer form content. So also looking for ideas. If you have any ideas, comment them down below as well. And I will see you next time. Bye.